they're born, they're set up for destruction. They're set up for that indignation, which is the righteous anger of the Lord, man. You know. Okay, the Lord's Prayer says that thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. The setup of Esau is not the will of the heavenly. It's the will of the heavenly Father to have it for this period of time. But as for his righteous kingdom, Esau can't do that. That's why the Yahushua said, they are of the father the devil. Okay, and the lust of their fathers they shall do.
Thank you.
Okay. So Esau, you're done, man.
That's right.
You're done.
Okay, yeah. Get the one in Daniel, and then get the one in 2 Samuel, 3 Samuel 2 and 16. Okay? Just get the one that Megan gets from 1 Samuel 1 Samuel 2. Get that one. Okay, because the Lord, at one point you were in the caves, and then the Lord took you up and then set you over the nations again. Okay, because that's all the power of the Heavenly Father. Okay, the Heavenly Father is the one that set you up in the position that you are in today, man. Alright? Because if you look at the history, man, if you didn't know anything about the scriptures, you would wonder, man, how did the people go from the caves, from walking on both feet and hands to ruling the planet Earth, man? Okay? But that's all the power of the Heavenly Father, man. We don't.
Daniel 4 and 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know.
To the intent that the living may know. Who are the living men? People, men, us. The other nations. Okay, go ahead.
That the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
That it's the Heavenly Father that rules in the kingdom of men. Okay, go ahead. So the Heavenly Father is the one that controls your kingdom, man. He's the one that's pulling your strings. He created you to be wicked for you to bring all this wickedness that you're bringing, man. All the decisions that you make, okay? All your agendas, all the destruction that you're gonna bring in the earth, that's the Heavenly Father is the one that's supposed to bring all those things. Okay? Go ahead.
And giveth it to whosoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men.
And he giveth it to whosoever he will. Like the brother read earlier on, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Okay? So this time period, the Lord has given the earth into the hands of the wicked. Okay, look at
To the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men.
and set up over it the basis of men. So when you look around and see all these Edomites, they are the basis of all people, man. Right. Okay? They are the lowest of all people, man. If you turn your TV on and see them starving Ethiopians over there in Africa somewhere, Esau is below them, man. Okay? But Esau took them, set them up so they can bring the wickedness that they've brought on the earth right now, man. So they can bring the destruction that they're gonna bring on the earth coming soon, man. Okay? If somebody knows what that person is, I've created the wicked for the day of evil. Get 2 Samuel. 2 Samuel.
Yeah.
2 Samuel 2 and 6.
It's the book of 2 Samuel 2 and 6. Now the Lord shall show kindness and truth unto you.
So all this is in the power of the Heavenly Father, man. The Heavenly Father is the one that chooses. Get that as well in Daniel chapter. Okay, the Heavenly Father is the one that chooses who rules the earth at one particular time, man. Okay, that's why they are in the book of Daniel, the 2nd chapter and the 7th chapter, man. It speaks about the first one is the what, man, the image, and the second one is what, man, in the 7th they are the beast, man. All those are different nations that are gonna rule at different particular time before the kingdom came in. All right. But once the kingdom comes in, man, that's going to be righteousness on the earth, and we're going to rule forever, man. Okay?
So 1 Samuel 2 and 6, the Lord killeth and maketh alive.
So the Lord is the one that decides who lives and who dies and when they die, man. Okay? If you cross the road and get run over by a bus, man, the Lord has summoned you for that day.
He bringeth low and lifteth up.
He bringeth low and lifteth up. At one point we were up and the Lord brought us low. Okay? And now at one point Esau was low and the Lord has brought him up. Okay, go ahead.
He raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill.
Right now we're the poor now and we're the ones that are in the dust, man. Okay? But now the Lord's gonna raise us up now, man. To be kings and priests over the whole planet Earth. Okay?
It's, to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory.
At one point, Salaki, read a little bit about
Yeah. So 1 Samuel 2 and 8, he raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill.
At one point, Esau was the beggar on the dunghill, man. Okay, when they were up there in the caves, like I read earlier on, man, that the Lord is going to set up the basis of men to rule the planet Earth, man. Okay, so the Lord took them, brought them, set up slowly but surely, because He used us really, man. Because at that point, we were the ones that were ruling. Okay, so slowly but surely, we started integrating Edomites into our armies, into society. They were slaves. Okay, then they started to get up into positions of power and positions of influence. Okay, and then Esau really took control when they came back up as the Borgia family, man. All right, because they took over what's that thing? The Pope,
the Medici family. That was one of the main great families in Europe. They took down the Medicis, and from then, that's when they started coming into power. And they were marrying into the lineage of Jake. That's how they actually took over. The Tudors, the Victorians, they married into that line.
Yeah, because the Queen of England right now, that's supposed to be a black family sitting on that throne, man. Okay, King James was a Scotsman, man. Okay, so if you ask yourself now, how is it that at one point the royal family were Scottish and now they are English? Okay, you ask yourself, how did that happen now, man? Okay, at one point there was a black family in there, okay, as King and Queen of England, but now it's so-called white people. Now, how did that happen, man? Okay, but it was their time to rule, man. The Lord started giving them that power now, man. That's why we had the Black Plague, Jake started being brought down. Okay, eventually we got brought low, we got taken into slavery, and now Esau rules now, man. We are the ones at the bottom now. Okay?
So the Daniel's 2 and 20. Daniel's 2 and start 20. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of the power forever and ever. For wisdom and might are his, and he changes the times and seasons. He removes kings and setteth up kings.
So that shows you that the Heavenly Father is the one that's in control, man. He removes kings and setteth up kings. Okay, go ahead.
He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding.
Okay, so that's the point there, man, that the Lord is the one that sets up kings, man. That sets up rulerships. Okay, from the Babylonian Empire. Okay, that was their time to rule. The Medo-Persian Empire, that was their time to rule. At the time that they ruled. That's why if you watch the movie 300, you see how powerful that army was. But the Lord cut their rulership, man. Okay, it's now somebody else's turn. Cut their rulership and brought up the Greeks now, man. Alright? And then the Greeks, they were so powerful, man. They were taking down everybody, man. Alright? But the Lord, man, did not give him a lot of time to rule, man. Alexander the Great. And then the Lord, the guy was proud, man. Scripture in the Apocrypha tells you like his heart was lifted up, man. Alright? So the Heavenly Father, man, took his, gave him only what, 12 years only. I believe. Okay, and then the Romans.
Is that when Xerxes was around? Xerxes.
No, I'm talking about Alexander the Great. Yeah. Alexander, and then the Romans came in power, and then the Romans got taken down for about what was that? 1,000 years period. Let me take 20, right?
So Revelation 20:1, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan.
The dragon represents Esau. Okay, that's an old serpent. All right, it wasn't a physical chain. It was symbolic, man. For the Lord taking that ability and the spirit off of them, man, so they don't rule, man. Like the wisdom that they have today. But it shows you an example in the book of Daniel, just above the one who read that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. When the Lord made the king at that time, turned him into a beast. Okay, just to humble him, and so that he knows, even though he had control over everything, the Lord wanted to show him that you are not in power, but I am.
Right.
Okay, so Esau was brought down for
having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, the old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
For a 1,000-year period, ever since the Roman power fell, because you went from the Roman Empire to the what you call that, the one with jackwood. So wait for it again.
The Holy Roman
The
Empire.
Holy Roman, because you went from Esau's, before the Holy Roman Empire to the what? I think there's another word that is escaping my mind. Pagan.
The pagan empire was the Holy Roman Empire. That was the pagan.
So we went from Esau ruling, and then Esau got taken down. If you guys remember any of the historical names,
September Severus.
the one that took him down, right? The last of them.
Senior Snigot.
You know? And then they were taken down, and then that's how Esau became the way he was. He got driven to the mountains, whoever survived. And then they became the Edomites that you see every time they speak about cavemen. Those are actual Edomites, man. That's how they lived, man, at that time, man. By that time, they'll tell you, millions and millions of years ago, you know?
Less than 1,000 years ago.
You know? Around, what, 500, how long ago is the 1400s? Around, just before 600 years, 600, 700 years ago. So that's, you know, that is not that far, man.
That's shameful.
Yeah.
Well, so lucky I made a mistake. It was talking about 300. It was Alexander that took over the Persians. It was Darius the first. Not Xerxes, Darius.
You know? So that's not that far away, man. That's not that long ago, man. It's not millions and millions of boys because they're ashamed of the Israelites. You know? I would be ashamed if I found out an Edomite. You know?
Even the Apostle Paul goes into the fact that even before Pessinus Niger and Septimius Severus, after the Flavian dynasty, and they fell, all the emperors of Rome afterwards were Jakes. So when you see the statues of Roman emperors with beards, those are Jakes, Marcus Aurelius, so on and so forth.
That's why now you get, what's the guy's name? Constantine. When they started coming to power, they started changing bits of the scriptures. And they started, because they were idol worshippers anyway. So they started mingling their idol worship and the scriptures, man. That's why now you get the concept of hell. That's why you now get the concept of, because the concept of hell comes from the Greeks. Okay? That's all Greek mythology.
Hades,
yeah. Hades. That's all Greek mythology, man. Zeus and Hades and all that, man. The god of the nether region. Those are all Greek mythology. Man. They started being mingled together, the scriptures. And to this very day, man, the Catholic Church still holds on to them, man.
Yeah, that's it's like Revelation 19, the false prophet. The Catholics, the Romans used to worship Dagon, the fish god. That's why when you look at the Pope's hat and the Cardinal's hat, it's like a fish, because that's the worship of Dagon. And then you get into it goes back to Persian deities.
Yeah, I believe it's in the time of King David. I forgot who he was fighting against, but they used to worship that fish god. Okay, see the scriptures, man. They used to worship that fish god, and that's why they got those hasta shaped, and the Bible said the hasta shaped like a fish, man. To this very day, they still hold those traditions, man. And they understand them as well, man.
I was going to say, in the time of Samson, the temple that he destroyed, they were worshipping Dagon in the temple.
Oh, really? Yeah. Samson, yeah? In the book of Judges, you see?
It's the Philistines that were worshipping Dagon. And when they brought it into into some temple, and the next thing it fell. You know, they came back and it fell.
They put because what happened was they took the Ark of the Covenant and put it with was it Dagon, the statue.
Yeah.
And then the first day they went back into the temple and Dagon had fallen on his face. So then they lifted up Dagon again. And the next day they went in and it was smashed to pieces. Because they took the Lord's oracle, which is the Ark of the Covenant, and put it in their pagan temple. That's when they stole it.
Right.
And that was to prove that the deities, these false deities, they can't stand in the presence of the Most High.
Can't.
False idol, you could not lift yourself up, you know.
Revelation 20:3, and cast him into the bottomless pit and shut it up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more.
So, the bottomless pit is speaking about a particular land, the lands that they were in at that time, somewhere in Europe, the Caucasus Mountains, okay, and put a seal that was right now everything, Esau's ability to even be human was taken away from them, man. Okay, the Lord gave them that this like that put them in a confused state of mind. Okay, when the scriptures go back to Genesis, when it speaks about to the serpent, say, and dust thou shalt eat, that's that confusion, man. That took that spirit off of them, man. Okay, that's why they were just they could not even be human. They could not stand up straight. Okay, they could not function in society. Okay, they never bathed, they hated water. That book, man, the 13th tribe, man, goes into it, man. You see? I don't know if you can another question. Sorry? Okay, so the Lord put them in that confused state, man. So they went from being an empire, a mighty empire, to being nothing but animals, man. Okay? Animals that hated to bath, man.
Looking like this.
You know? Look at that zombie, man.
That's a man, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a man, yeah. I was about to say that.
Abomination. Abomination.
That's why you're not into the lowest of lowest.
That's right. So, Job 30:1.
Bloody man.
But now they that are younger than I have beaten derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
So Job is prophesying, man, like, hold up, man. These people, go ahead, so like, you didn't be more than I was speaking.
So Job 30:1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would disdain to have set with the dogs of my flock. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in the former time desolate and waste. Who cut up mallows and by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men, they cried after them as after a thief. To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks.
That's talking about your caveman and your cavewoman, man. So Job, he said, I wouldn't even let them sit with my dogs, man. Okay? But why there's a point that you bring up in there?
Among the bushes they brake, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men.
That's different, children of fools, children of base men. Okay? Now go ahead.
They were violent than the earth.
They were violent than the earth, man. They were disgusting, man. Dirty. Okay, that book, you know how monkeys will sit and then they start picking up fleas off each other and eating it? That was Esau, literally, man. Okay? But now look at them now, man. Now they're in power now. That just shows you again, man, the power of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay?
So like it's pretty short, and that's spiritual because they had hairs all over them as well. And their women, to this day, constantly have to shave. They have to shave their face, you know, because their hair grows.
You find a black woman, man, she would have never worked her whole life. And she just got maybe just a little of on her legs, man. But when it comes to Esau's woman, man, boy, they have got 2-3 months without shaving, man. Okay? All them waxing places, you don't see a lot of black women there, man. Or Israelite women. You do have the Latino woman, you know, she's a little bit hairy sometimes. But you know, it is what it is, man.
It was like even Elijah, the scripture said Elijah was there.
Yeah. He was. Some Benji might have hairy chest, you know.
Yeah, yes. I got a hairy chest myself. Sparsely, they call it sparsely.
Yeah, me too.
It's like just say this faggot, this foot with the Daniel Sturridge. So there's a video of him, his girlfriend waxing his fucking chest. He filmed it for online, so it's faggot.
So that's just two faiths in the world, man. You know? They'll get it right in the kingdom. You know? I was reading. I'm saying more on that one.
No.
You see, man, they live in the flesh of the world. What disgusting. If you read the book, the 13th tribe, man, it tells you, man, they wore their undergarments until the thing was disintegrated, man. That means they never took it off, man. You know? That is disgusting, man. You know when you wear your boxers for 2-3 days, man? You know? But now you can imagine until that shit until it gets worn off your body, man.
Then you got Edomites these days talking about, oh, because of science and we're so fucking smart, we found out about hygiene and, oh yeah, you need to, and they don't even wash it. Like, Edomite, they were actually,
Especially winter.
Yeah, they don't wash. Oh yeah, and then there was this debate on social media a couple months ago about, oh, do you need to wash your legs and I only bath once a week? Because they've still got that cave mentality, man.
Yeah.
Even in their built-up system now, really, they hate cleanliness, man.
They call it grunge.
I was going to say, I thought this one Edomite, right, and he had dirty trousers on, dirty jeans. I said to him, like, don't you ever wash your jeans? He was like, no, they wash themselves. So I never washed them. That's what he said, they wash themselves.
When it rains, that's the bath.
I was going to say, this reminds me one time years ago when I was back at college, I was talking to one heathen girl, she might have been Ishmaelite, and somehow the concept of hygiene is, how could you change your underwear? She goes every 2 or 3 days, and I was like, if I was a kid, I'd be wearing underwear more than one day, I'd got beat. So their hygiene is off.
Because it's a very Eastern custom to keep pristine hygiene. For example, if you go back to my country of birth, they've got like jugs next to the toilet. So when you go and take a dump, you have to wash your backside, man, after you take a dump.
Yeah, man.
Dubay, they call him in the middle class, call him Dubay.
My job is a public job, man. And sometimes, you know, for example, if you've had a long day, the way you smell, you haven't got home yet, you smell differently compared to somebody who just didn't bath at home, man. They'll come in my car, man. They just stink up the whole car, man. Women as well, man. God damn, man. You just be there with both her and her husband, man. And you know that's how they're like all the time. They're gonna go home even after that. They won't shower.
Yeah, man. So you got women as well, man. This is Esau's fault, man. Okay, that's Esau's fault that he's taught women to be masculine, man. Like, oh yeah, because a man can take a shower and be alright, because especially our genitals is external, man. But a woman's really meant to soak in them essential oils and get the water up in her, because and Esau said, oh yeah, that's bad for you, it's gonna give you this, it's gonna give you that. And that's how the women fucking stink, you know, like even after you have sex or whatever, and then there's certain women out there that, oh yeah, just give me a baby wipe. What the fuck are you talking about, man? You're meant to get in the bath, you're meant to get in the shower, man. That's in the law, man. Okay, after you lay with a woman with a seed of population, you're meant to wash, man. But Esau's whole system is stay far away from water and natural products. Just use these, you know, synthetic deodorants, these baby wipes and shit, and that will do the job, man. You know?
Yeah.
Just grab a spray. That's it, man. You know?
And you black women, I ain't gonna call you Israelites, you've taken onto that custom, man. That's why you stink, man. Okay, man, you could just walk past a guy, like the brother was saying, you get in the car, you know, and they just have this stink about them. And then when they leave, the smell's still there.
Yeah, still there, man.
Dirty hoes, man.
This is Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
The word small, it means to be made irrelevant, to be made insignificant. Now, speaking of America, man, if you notice now, America is not really being respected around the world. They don't have as much power as they used to, man. Because back in the day, America, when America says so, that's the world free. You know, like America before, man, when America would say, the nations will just do as they say, man. Why? Because they have the power. Like right now, what did Donald Trump say? If Turkey gets out of line, what's America gonna do? Say they're gonna completely use that word. They want to do the video of obliterate.
Oh yeah.
You know, he said it's gonna completely obliterate their economy, man. All right, because America is still a power over the nation. It's still that great city, Babylon the Great, that the Bible speaks about, man. Okay. But the Lord has been cutting off their power slowly but surely, man. Yeah, Isaiah 14, start from okay. Because America, man, like right now, you know, America, the different nations, different countries now, they're starting to look at America funny, man. Like they don't want, you know, they can see all these policies in America. Because America now, they're saying what? Make America great again. So now all their allies, they're kicking them underneath the bus, man. They put tariffs, 25, Donald Trump has 25% tariffs on their allies, man. Okay? Because America still thinks it's this one big power that can stand on their own. That's why Revelation 17 tells you, these shall hate the whole. So we are watching, man, to see what happens, how these nations are going to turn their back on America, man. The Lord that says it's going to happen, so it will happen, man.
This is Isaiah 14 and 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how have the oppressor seized the golden city seized?
How has the oppressor seized the golden city seized? Who is the golden city? America, man. Okay, go ahead.
The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
The staff and the scepter represents power, man. Rulership. Being a king. And the Lord said he's broken that, man. Okay, I believe it continues. Okay, Obadiah said, from verse 1. The Lord said, what, man? He's broken the staff of the wicked. Your rulership, man, he's broken that down. Your power, he's broken that down. Okay? The great influence that you used to have, he's broken that down, man. He's like to break that in pieces, man. Okay? And this is why you have a slogan saying, make America great again. Because at one point you used to be great. Okay, but now your time is almost up. Okay? Your time is almost up, man. So you cannot make America great again, man.
That's right.
You see? Go ahead.
He that smote the people in wrath with a continued stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger, persecute, and none hinder it.
He that ruled the people in wrath, man, with a continuous stroke, man. A continuous stroke is when you keep whipping somebody, man. They're causing war in every country, like Syria, man. They've been bombing Syria for how long now, man? Okay? Constantly, man. Bombing. Now they moved aside, they said, okay, Turkey, now your turn to go in there and bomb that place. Alright? They keep fighting everybody. Everybody is a terrorist and everybody is an enemy, man. Get the piece of the rubber as well. Let me say I'm strong. Because if China did not have the capabilities that they have now, America would have been in there a long time, man. Okay? If Iran did not have the ability and the weaponry that they have now, America would have been there a long time ago, man. Okay? But America is afraid to fight someone their own size now. Okay? But now, eventually, now all these people are going to turn around now and come after them. Okay?
So Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Verse 10.
And that's right now, all these nations, that's what you're supposed to be focusing on now, man. Because the Lord is bringing judgments through your wars, man. Okay? So all your budget, because every nation, their budget, the biggest budget is always their military. All the powerful nations. Okay, China, the biggest budget is their military. America, the biggest budget is their military. Okay? If you don't invest in the military, you're gonna lose out big time, man. So that's what the Lord is telling you, man. Prepare war. Okay? Because not only are you gonna fight yourselves, but you're gonna fight the angels and Yahweh when he comes back, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
Your plowshares and your pruning hooks, those are what do you call that, man? Farming instruments. So now basically forget about all that, man. Invest in the military instead, man. Okay? In these different ICBMs and these different guns and ammunition and whatever technology that you heathens have, man. Okay, go ahead.
That shows you that right now it's a time for war. Because after that, when we get into the kingdom, according to Isaiah the 2nd chapter, it says that those same weapons are going to be turned into farming instruments. So after war is finished, there's not going to be any more need for war.
Yeah, but that's going to be when we come in power. And when we have all your nations in chains, man. But when we come in power, we come to chain up. Whoever is left alive, they're coming in chains. Why? Whoever is left alive at that time is coming, because everybody is going to be at the kingdom, but it's as slaves, man. Chains and shackles, man. And after the destruction, all roads are headed down to Israel, man. Okay? Everybody's going to be there, man. You're going to start building that kingdom up, man. We're going to be the master now, you know? So instead of going from Kunta Kinte to Toby, it's now going to be from Toby to Kunta Kinte, man.
Right.
You know, what's your name? Wapa! Who was reading?
Joel 3:10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Let the weak say, I am strong, man. So now all these nations that at one point they were considered weak. Of course, China was a farming nation at one point. I mean, they grew rice and all that crap. But now they are strong military-wise. They are strong economic-wise. You know, they're so strong now that they go proud now, man. Moab, which is going to rule next. You know?
Moab's got the mindset of Esau. They're proud.
Yeah.
You know, they think they're going to be the next super world power.
They actually strategically, they're setting themselves up that when America falls, that they can take over, man. Basically, they want to colonize all these smaller nations, all these Hamite and South American countries, you know, by indebting them, giving them money that they can't pay off, so they can China can take over their resources, man. Okay.